Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening, all.
I'm gonna do
Andy, Andy, are you going to do the Aaron's normal line?
Oh man, what's that?
Coming at you live.
Yeah.
How is everyone?
Cheers.
That's in honor of Empire Toys. 1-1-3-8 is it 8? Who is currently standing freezing his proverbials off, undoubtedly watching Brentford play Manchester United. So I don't even know what the score is.
Not a sausage.
Best night of his life. They could be getting smashed 6-0. I don't know.
I mean, they play football a lot. I understand teams do play a lot, but he was only up for Liverpool like on Saturday.
They do play more than once a year. Yeah. You guys may have, I'm sure we'll get asked a bit later on with the latecomers. Hello to people in the chat.
Evening all.
Hello, Pete. Hello, buddy.
Yeah, it's a very small Dr. Pepper.
They're tall, skinny cans.
Ah,
so it's
like
still I think it's still a 330.
I'm into it.
I'm into 250. It.
Oh,
and that's like a Red Bull size. I'll smash them in one bang, gone.
Yeah.
Pete, hope to see you at Chatham on the 29th, mate. If you're a bat. P, how you doing, buddy?
I've just seen Smuggler's comment down.
I know.
Can I just quickly ask? P, what was that toy you sent Ryan? The weird, like,
translucent... Oh, that weird translucent alien thing?
Yeah. I want to know what it was from.
I suspect it's going to be... It was a weird translucent alien, but...
It was 100% up Rye Street as well, and I'm not surprised that one, to be honest.
Yeah, he loved it. Davnell, how you doing, buddy? I hope you've got...
Yeah, I hope Aaron's finally posted his thing to you.
Is he still not done it yet?
Who knows?
Well, hopefully he has.
I'm sure he has. Darren, hello, buddy. Chicken Planets. Hi, guys. Hope you are well. Dun 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 dun. Ba ba ba. If you ever met someone in real life and you were having a conversation about the Crystal Maze and they insinuated that Ed Tudor Pole was somehow superior to Richard O'Brien, just cut them out.
I'd just straight up walk away.
Walk away. Literally, it's exactly what you say, Ben. Spot on. Stop talking to them.
What was the first name you said?
Ed Tudor Pole.
I don't even know him doing it. Wasn't it?
Andy gets it.
Andy
gets it.
No, look, I'm being serious. It was just the bald guy.
Richard O'Brien.
Yeah. The dude who looked like a pool ball.
Yeah.
The shiniest of domes. Which, if my hair falls out, I'm going to emulate.
You're going to go full mumsy. Well,
yeah, I'm going to get like a polisher and just.
I'm glad you found the page, Christian. The cheek of it, the absolute cheek, the quality content.
You don't have a link in your Instagram, do you?
Why would I? I have 2 videos, and this is one of them.
Yeah, but, to make it easier, Anyway,
I don't care. I don't do this for anyone else's benefit, mate. Hi, Grant. How you doing, buddy?
It's the excuse for us 3 to just sort of hang out and chat rubbish for a while.
Exactly. Hope you're well, Grant. Hope you're good. Ricey, hello, mates.
Evening
as well. Alan, hello, buddy. Right, so you guys were probably expecting 4 idiots, and I'm the bearer of bad news that Dave Blade guessed it right. Rye was out on his crab fish boat, catching some crabs amongst the mackerel and the kippers that he likes to go out, and all he caught was a face full of the Rona. So
I feel we need to sort of play the last stand in sort of honour of our fallen brother.
Well, we were chatting about it, and it'll be some version of Rise Corona. You see? So just think of that. It'll pick you up. So Rye is
he's here in spirit and in digital chat form. Just you don't get to see his
his name just popped up.
He's there.
Shiny face.
He's there. He's just he's being dramatic. He's being dramatic. No one, mate, has suffered from corona. You're making this shit up. It's embarrassing. Apart from me, I got very ill. Hello, David. I hope you're well. Ed, we're just talking about the king of the nerds, and there he is, the legit king.
Ed's only here for the cult talk. That's all it is.
What you're going to get, mate. We're not talking about toys. Well, we will talk about toys. Tough. Hello, buddy. I hope you are well and things are good. Blimey. I mean,
I had no doubt. I knew Aaron would get it in the post for you.
At some point this year.
At some point, yeah.
Biggest fib of the night. Andy had no doubt.
The biggest fib I think of last week was Andy saying he wasn't drinking for a while.
He's drinking right now.
Off. This is a special occasion.
Oh, good.
He's drinking right now. P, thanks. It's from Stretch Armstrong, reissue Modern Lime. His name is Stretch.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Like you can literally see his insides and stuff. It was good.
It was good.
He had a really weird shaped head.
Very weird shaped head. Rich O'Brien is a legend.
I'm right in saying Rich O'Brien is he I could be really wrong with this, but he's in Rocky Horror Show as well.
He's not just in Rocky Horror Show. He wrote Rocky Horror Show.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, he wrote it. We were talking about that earlier.
He is the creative force behind the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It is his thing.
Yeah. There you go. Learning is fun.
Christian used to mention my dad went to art college with Richard O'Brien, Malcolm McLaren, and Vivian Westwood. Well, that is
that's some name dropping right there.
Pretty prestigious.
I don't even think my dad went to school.
Yeah. My dad couldn't spell Vivian Westwood. Hello, Dave. How you doing, buddy? I hope you and your family are feeling better. Will you be joining us and selling maybe at Chatham? Let us know.
Did Dave have a case of the Rona as well then?
Dave had a case of the Cronvid. Yeah. Yeah.
Or the carnivorous virus, as I've heard it called a few times.
Yeah. Or if you listen to the current political situation, the non-existent viruses, don't worry about it. Is how it's going now. Don't talk about parties. Just look at this. Everyone, look at this. Don't look at that. Look at this.
It's work news.
Brad,
Dr. Pepper. Hello, Brad. Everyone, if you're not already, go and follow Little Warriors Foundation and support Brad.
100%.
Even though I was too slow on the draw to grab that deal that you were selling, Brad. I hope you got what you needed for it. Benny boy. He was a Benny boy. Said, see you later, boys. No? Okay. That's fine. Whatever.
What?
Dan, you're uber musical today, and I'm all for it.
It's because he's in the director's chair.
I'm in the driving seat. I'm clicking the buttons.
Power.
Unlimited power. How many seconds did one crystal get you in the final game? Wasn't it 5 seconds?
I want to say 20, but I think I'm way off.
20 seconds.
I'm thinking 15.
No, I'm saying 5. 2 can play at that. You let us know. I'm saying 5 seconds.
But then how many games did they play? There was like four chambers or 4 different worlds, right?
Zones.
4
Aztec
zones,
zone, industrial zone, medievals. Come on, mate. Sci-fi. That came later. Sci-fi replaced.
Wasn't there a water world or water zone?
No, it was ocean zone replaced one of them.
Bloody water related.
Yeah.
On the subject of that, do you guys remember Jungle Run, which was like the kids' version of Crystal Maze?
Like ITV?
Yeah, CITV. Yeah. Basically, the kids got monkey statues similar to the crystals, and the last challenge, you worked your way through the Monkey King's stomach statue, and you played games and picked up prizes as you went. Obviously, the further you got, more prizes you got, but if you didn't get out in the time limit, you got trapped in and got nothing.
He was just stuck in a monkey statue belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat remember it, or was it just me?
I don't remember it, but
I do have a remember. I don't remember the ins and outs. I'm sure I remember watching something called Jungle Run.
I remember Fort Boyard.
Oh yes.
With the little people? Dwarves?
I don't know.
And Christopher Biggins was the mate in the tower, wasn't it?
Do you remember a show called Man Oh Man, where a female contestant had to pick like a male suitor, and if it didn't work out, they went in a drink or something? It used to irritate me. It wasn't called Man Overboard. But listen, the reason I'm half paying attention is because, guys, after this, I'm telling you,
I'm off toys.
I'm telling you, you've got to go on YouTube and stick in Crystal Maze most painful fail ever. It's this woman on this rolling log. It's not even painful. It's just it's like the worst effort. I can't explain it.
Why don't you show it on here? I guess
I don't know. I can show it on there.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Hold on a second.
You'd have to share your screen, and it's going to be the Excel gate again, isn't
It's
it?
going to be a whole thing. Just most crystal
Either that
mate.
or all the stuff he's opened up is not for viewing.
Yeah, it also you can also find it in worst contestant ever. But it's a woman in the green crystal maze jacket on a rolling log. Trust me, it's worth the 2 minutes 34 of your life. It is absolutely.
Do you reckon they got to keep the sort of boiler jumpsuit things when they were in the
Probably
thing?
not. Probably not.
I would have nicked it.
I would have taken it. I'd have been sick all over it, so they wouldn't have taken it back.
Yeah.
Retro Ghetto,
I've
hello,
shit
buddy.
myself. I've got to keep it.
I
I'm
hope all is
halfway
well.
through his new video. I had to stop because I was at work and got interrupted.
Check out Retro Ghetto's.
That shop looks wicked. I don't know how far. I think Doncaster's a lot further. It's further than Birmingham, right? Dan, from us?
Yeah.
If it's far for you, it's definitely far for me then.
Well, yeah. I was going to go even further down. But
We're upsetting Rye by talking about game shows, which is his bread and butter, and we're getting them wrong, so it's even better.
Is he correcting us in the comments?
No, he's just losing his mind. Ed Toy Colt. Yeah. Hey, Vic. Hope you are well. Hope all is good. Hope you're not. I hope you're enjoying having
Peace and quiet.
yeah.
It's her and Grogu on the sofa, just chilling.
Chilling.
I've seen the size of that Grogu. It's Grogu on the sofa and Vic sitting on the floor in
Vic's
front of the sofa.
floor.
Yeah.
At least he won't steal her chicken nuggets like last week.
Yeah. We all miss Rye. Well, I don't miss him. We've been speaking all day. But
I do. You never see the two of us in the same place at the same time.
Does that make Ben the new Aaron? Because it was Ryan Aaron for a while that no one believed they both existed.
True.
I
can't be the new Aaron. We don't look anything similar anymore, Dan. He's your doppelganger.
Yeah, you went and got your flipping laser eye surgery. Then we gotta wear glasses. No.
I also can't grow long hair.
I can't either, mate. This is attached to the hat. If I take it off, it all comes up.
Ultimate hillbilly hat. Like
someone once said that about Andre Agassi, that his hair was attached to his cap. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, that doesn't feel true.
I mean, that's the question I didn't think we'd bring up tonight. Anyone in the chat, though?
Yeah. Bedroom toys or posable toys? I mean, that sounds...
Everyone's just looking at the mess behind me before I get my toy room toy.
Yeah.
Just boxes of stuff.
Yeah.
KG.
KG. How you doing? Hello. Gellis79. Toy nerds indeed.
Gentleman toy nerd.
The comment
gentleman toy nerds.
The comment that we've all been waiting for. The most important person in the chat. Spambot.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Baz. How you going,
Baz?
Baz is doing chat tomorrow night, I believe.
Chat tomorrow night with Baz.
Yeah.
Jump on that. Douglas, hope you are good. People stop telling Rye to get well. I mean...
That's a bit rude.
Nah.
He just did, let's just be honest. He didn't really want to do this because he doesn't like us.
He doesn't like us.
I think he's scared of me, you know. He comes on giving it beef and he just can't back it up. That's what I'm going to say is he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah.
Right, you want to jump on and defend yourself? All you got to do is click the link. You've got it.
We'll just get a snotty mess and he'll still have his hat on.
Yeah.
And a bottle of Prosecco, but it'll be a mess.
Be waving a freshly caught lobster around.
Some sort of halibut.
Yeah, some kind of halibut.
KG.
Richard Bryan came to see Peter Pan when I was in it playing a Lost Boy.
Nice.
Amazing.
Awesome.
He loved the show. I just get the impression that Richard O'Brien is just the nicest man in the world. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
I imagine he'd sit and have a cup of tea with anyone and just chat about whatever you wanted to.
Just a legend.
I really don't want to bring the mood down, but is he still alive?
He is.
Yeah.
He is alive, okay.
He's alive.
I don't think he looks any different, to be honest.
Yeah. He just looks slightly more wrinkly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is alive. I just Googled him.
What, you didn't believe me and Ben? All right, that's fine. That's
no, I was like, shall I ask? I was like, So I just asked as I was looking.
Right, Hart, I hope you are well. Hopefully we'll see you at Chatham if you're about on the 29th. I will send those pictures. I haven't forgot. I'm just incredibly busy and lazy. It's the same talk show. It's sort of the same talk show. We won't talk about Power Rangers. That's the only time.
We're going to go off on some tangents. I can feel it already.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
Basically, I'm trying to divert. Everyone hates me because I talk about films that everyone loves in a negative light. So I'm going to
so you brought me on to take the focus off.
I'm going to goad
there-
Ben
We
into.
want to see what film or films even that Ben doesn't like that other people like.
It's the dead cat scenario or something where you basically say something horrendous and then say something even worse that takes the focus off the first one.
Hmm.
My
And
little
then
brother
you
was
kill a
telling me
cat?
about it today.
Lots of analogies involving cats. Oh, Dave, good. I'm glad you're well. Well, we're going to miss you at Chatham, but no doubt you will do another one.
Hopefully, we'll see you at the next NEC.
Yeah.
That's March.
5 seconds per crystal.
That seems like I always feel like they were in the big ball thing for ages at the end.
No, not at all. Sometimes they were
Maybe
so
they
bad. They were so. I've seen one sometimes where they had no seconds because they were like, "Oh, we got to buy Cindy out. Well, it was our last crystal," and it just goes beep, beep, and they go,
It just spurts and stops.
yeah. You got to get. What's it? You got to get the gold. You got to get the gold tokens.
Gold ones over the silver ones.
It's like
Yeah.
the good news is you got 50 gold tokens, but you got 470 silver tokens, so you're in negative equity.
You owe us prizes now.
Yeah, so they drown them in the lake.
It's taking a dark turn.
Leslie, hope you are well. Don't let me forget to see your new hair. Leslie's had a new hair color cut.
Okay.
Exciting times.
I went blue once.
Really?
Yeah,
Were you holding your breath too long?
Yeah. I then went in the sea and it went silver, and I looked like Philip Schofield. It was a good look. I pulled it off.
People are into that look.
Yeah.
Is that a kid-sized can? No, it is a small can. He hasn't got.
You know, the camera adds £10. What it does is take away from drinks.
Yeah.
What Andy's actually got is a 4-pint can, but the camera makes it look super small.
We're also playing with perspective like Lord of the Rings. Andy is actually hobbit-sized.
Hey, well, yeah, okay. That's why when we hang out with the Bugsy guys because I'm taller than Sam.
Oh, we can't rip Sam. He is not here to defend himself.
Oh, you can. It's fine. I'll give you permission.
I'm not ripping him. It's true.
I mean, he is quite small, but he's not like freakish.
He's pint-sized.
He's fun size.
Yeah.
Rys asked for the link. Oh no,
Oh no, I called him out and he's coming on now.
Yeah, but now he's changed his mind. He's bottled it. So I've sent him the link. So we'll see if he.
I was worried for all of about 10 seconds then.
What'd be really funny is if he built up, he was like, I'm gonna do it, and he comes on and I let him on, but I just mute him and he's just like, and
he folded him.
Yeah, I've ruined the.
It'd be like the quiz again, where you guys brought it. Well, it wasn't the quiz, was it? It was the one between Christmas and New Year where he'd appear for like 2 seconds and then disappear again.
It's ridiculous. Pat Sharp's
Funhouse. No, that was a TV
I'd
show.
love to have gone on that as a kid.
Can you tell me any of the lyrics? Funhouse. It's a whole lot of fun. There's prizes to be won.
It's a real wacky show where anything goes.
Pretty much.
I think you're pretty close. I can't remember. I'm terrible with remember lyrics.
Use your body and your brain if you want to play the game.
Yeah.
Was it just me, or was there nothing? Was there nobody more smoking than the twins? And then
no, they were, yeah.
Yeah, you get older, mate, and you realise they're just a couple of they're wearing like lemon pipe track, like 2-piece high tech tracksuits. It's not a strong look.
But at the time,
back then it was.
Yeah.
All these game shows, though, man. Like it was all. I always found the end bit was such a letdown. So the games super into, wicked, awesome, and then the last bit was like, oh, you get to go on like a low powered go kart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the house would have been better.
David, remember
running around the madhouse, like doing the things.
Yeah.
What was that one where you had to go and like destroy the house to find things?
I was literally just thinking about that.
Was that an Ant and Deck thing?
No.
It was a self-sufficient game show, but like you'd be find a. Come on, help us out, guys.
Yeah, come on. Somebody in the chat's got to know. Yeah, you basically just went in and destroyed the rooms to try and find stuff.
To find clues, but you pull things and you just get like get splattered in the face with guns.
Yeah, or feathers would appear and
Finders keepers.
Finders keepers. That's it.
Daphne knows.
Dream Warrior was straight in there, Leslie.
Ah, Leslie was there as well.
Oh, with Neil Buchanan. Yeah.
Yes.
were you coincidentally already watching the Crystal Maze? No, I jumped on there because I have such fond memories of this one woman. It's like a rolling log. It's like a greased log scenario.
Yeah.
You've got to walk along it. We've already lost 10 viewers, by the way, guys. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. And you've got to go along it, and you've got to get a stick, and you've got to kind of like get the crystal that's in like a little bird cage, and then go back along it. She goes along the thing, immediately falls off it, like kind of hurts herself, gets back, goes back on it, like absolute horror show. Right at the end, she finally gets it. She gets halfway along, gives it a proper whoop, 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 and does like an old school like whoop, whoop, with a like Warner Brothers banana skin slide, throws the crystal and everything ends up in the water, and he's like, and you're locked in. It's like
savagery.
It couldn't have been planned any better to be the worst effort I've ever seen. And I also was currently watching it in my other laptop. So yes, you're quite right. Is Chatham 100% on this month? Chatham is 100% on this month. Saturday the 29th of Jan. Lots of sellers. Be good times. Myself, Andy, Aaron, Rye, if he's back from his voyage from the 7 seas of Corona.
So you become Sinbad.
Like Sinbad. But like feeling bad. We'll call him Feel Bad.
Yeah, Feel Bad.
Loving the stream so far, but where's the toys? Thank you very much, David. We'll find something. I don't have anything new this week, basically. So we'll dig something up.
I got a couple of bits out, but
okay. Well, we'll finish the comments, then we'll talk about some toys because we are supposed to do that. Otherwise, it'll be like false advertising. The go-karts I thought were the worst.
Yeah,
bit,
they were just not good.
It's like Takeshi's Castle. It's all so good, but you can turn off before the final nipping around with water guns shooting things.
I think I only ever watched one person win that in the hundreds of episodes I watched.
Same, maybe 2 people, and even
at
then
the end it was like, basically the same whether you won or you didn't.
Even then, I wasn't sure what I just seen. I'm like, did they win?
I don't think I've ever seen.
Sorry, Andy.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone do anything other than fall over.
Yeah,
like, I don't get it. Like,
I guess that's the point. I get a lot of joy out of watching mainly the American Australian versions of Total Wipeout. There's something very therapeutic about watching people annihilate themselves.
Yeah.
Have you seen the ones recently with John Cena on it?
Yeah, I love it because I love John Cena, and it's got
Andy, no one's seen it.
And I was going to say it's just Nicole Byer, isn't it? Is that like
no, yeah. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
Of course, it's funny. It's people hurting themselves. And it's John Cena. I love John Cena. Brad, thanks to shout out. No worries, mate. We'll keep promoting. Got what I wanted. Good and fun and new belt. Good and some more money. Good. All good stuff.
Awesome. Trifecta of goodness.
All good. The Holy Trinity
of
goodness.
Trifecta of goodness.
Finders, keepers.
You can have that, Andy, if you want.
I'll forget it in 5 minutes.
Andy, what else did Neil Buchanan present?
The art show.
You're halfway there.
Art Attack.
Art Attack. There you
go. Do you guys?
And Leslie's right. He was in a metal band as well.
I believe so. Yeah.
What?
Do you guys ever? Was it a program called I want to say Snap, and it was like a giant real life comic book.
Zap.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, Zap.
Thank you.
I once worked with a guy that was in that. Like he worked in the shop.
Because that's the one that used to zoom into bits of the comic, didn't it? And then stuff would happen, and then they'd come out and do another one. And
And my ex-girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend, her great uncle was the demon headmaster.
Ooh, that was one scary TV show.
Freaky as hell. We had a history teacher that looked like him as well.
Did his eyes glow red?
I don't know. He was pretty scary.
With Neil Buchanan.
When they did that, what's the footballer? Oh man, Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. They released a statue of him or something, and it looked like the statue from.
It looked like the clay head, yeah.
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah, did, yeah. I'd like to see this. Now I'm going to think of Neil Buchanan in a metal band, like shredding, and have like Tony Hart, like giving it growl vocals.
Oh, who's Tony Hart? The guy with Morph.
Yeah, Heartbeat.
Yeah.
Art Attack.
Who was the other one in Morph? Because Morph was sort of a clay colour, and there was one that looked like he was made of white tack.
Yes, I can't remember his name.
Mindy. No.
So close, but also not close at all. More for Mindy. Holy moly!
Badger Toys, what was this collection of, or can you not tell us until the deal was sorted?
We will keep an eye on it, but you got to keep an eye on this because just like Art Attack,
hey!
look, he's livid. He's so angry. We're getting.
He knows I only said it because I love him and we wanted him on.
I didn't want this.
What?
I love your name on it as well.
I didn't want it. I got corner, but I've been called out.
It's been called out.
I was literally upstairs in bed, and then Dan. And now look.
Mate, you're that sick you forgot your hat.
I might die on stream, but it'd be so popular.
I mean, it'd boost the numbers.
So,
Imagine.
right. I want to know: is there any kind of old school game show quizzy type situation that piqued your interest into the area of work you are in now?
No. So when I went to university, I was accepted for law or a TV and film degree. Okay. And much to my parents' chagrin, I went for TV and film.
You went, Mum, Dad, I'm going to be the next Bob Holness.
And they were like, you sure? I was like, yeah. So I ended up in TV, and that's it. So I've got some pickups.
All right. Well, okay. So let's. We'll leave
pickups.
We'll even check there. When Rye gets ill, what he does is buy things online. So
yeah.
So before Rye, Ben, you show us what you have.
Well, it was only a couple of things. If you guys have seen it, if you've following us on Instagram or whatever, it was just a few things to show the chat in case they hadn't seen it. Like my giant Zoid with his.
Nice.
If I can open him up with all his rockets and his guns and stuff. So
That's
he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So he's really cool.
What is that? A Z bot or a G bot? A Zoid?
It's a Z bot, not a Zoid. From 92.
Yeah.
Galoob made the big ones.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Nice,
yeah. Scale wise, like it sits really nicely next to. Well, it will do when I've got actually stuff up and I don't look like I live in a hoarder's house.
What are you saying?
Well, yours is set up nicely. It's nice hoardery. Whereas I've got chaos hoardery.
Just this bit. Do not turn the angle at all.
And the other one is obviously giving you a shout out, Dan, because you helped me with my mandible, my Anthrax. He's actually got some Bucky O'Hare guns in his hands, which work quite nicely actually.
I will just say that is all Andy's Toys and Models doing.
Shout out to Andy as well then.
Yeah.
Thanks, Andy.
No problem. One Anthrax has been spread between like 3 people. I love it.
It has, yeah.
So yeah, that was just. I've just picked up a couple of bits. I haven't bought anything.
Look at this. Look at this Joker.
Oh no, that's a lie. I picked up a complete Nuke Ranger. Is it Nuke Ranger? Right, you'll know the Mighty Max, the one with the sort of yellow gas mask to it.
Nuke Ranger.
Yeah, I picked up a complete one of those from Totten the other week. And that was wicked because that's for me the quintessential Mighty Max of my childhood was that one. I mean, I had a few, but that's the one I can always remember more than anything else.
Mine would be the Grey Skull that has like Frankenstein.
Same. It's a Mighty Max Escape Skull Dungeon.
Yeah, that's a wicked one. To be fair.
Yeah, awesome.
That's one I've still got it. I haven't sold it, but that's mine from a kid. Like I love that set. It's wicked.
No.
I let myself down somewhat at Totten, Ben.
Why?
Well, I was and ahhing over a pair of figures.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've already got them, but I've got them on card. It'd be nice to get them again and open them loose. And the guy wanted 25 quid for them, and I'm like, nah. And I wandered around. I'm like, nah. I'll see if I might offer him 20, and they'd sold. And I'm like, well, c'est la vie. I'm not in the market. And I got back home and I realised A, they're worth about 85 quid, and B, I don't already have them. So
that's the kicker, isn't it?
Yeah. Winner.
But you bought a sandworm though.
Yeah. What a mistake to make.
Why? Yeah, why? You're so downtrodden about that. But like you've said for ages that you'd want to get one in a box, and this was clean.
And that was a nice condition box until I dropped it on the floor.
Yeah, until I stamped up. You know what I tell you, Andy? That like I don't enjoy any of this. I like punishing myself.
You are a glutton for punishment, Dan. That's what it is.
Yeah. So hold on. I'm going to put us in the.
I was going to say, you don't need to keep me big. Oh, I've gone top left.
So Aaron in the house. What's the score, mate? He says it's half time and he can't hear anything. What's the score? Oh, he can't hear anything. It's totally pointless me asking him. Where are we at?
What football club does he like?
Brentford.
Brentford playing Man United. Morph and Morph.
I know someone else that's gone to that game today.
Is that because he's from Brentford?
Yeah, ish. It's our local. It's actually my local team as well from a high level. Looking forward to that.
Look at that bruise. Look at that bruise. Can you see the bruise?
Oh,
jeez.
What did you do?
What?
Corona, mate. Fell down the stairs.
Right,
you're right.
Blink 3 times.
Yeah, blink 3 times. I've got to call somebody.
It's all connected, boys. It's all connected.
Nice one, Baz.
I'm sorry.
Baz has got Rob on tomorrow. That's cool.
Yeah.
We love Rob.
If you're free, tune in. Christian
says you look better than normal, Rys. Corona's a good look on you, it would appear.
I'm trying not to swear, but for fuck's sake.
It's Dan's channel. You can do what you want.
Well, you can do what you want, but at the same time, people like Grant sometimes have their kids watching, so we do try.
That is very true. That's a good challenge.
Right. Talk to us.
What have you got?
So I'd like to take this time to make a presentation about wearing masks in public.
And just like that, Ryan was deleted from the stream.
I'm wrecked. I feel like I look grayer than normal as well. I think that's
it's just the lighting, mate. It's just the lighting. You're fine.
Yeah. So what I did was is I ordered something that myself and my sister used to play with, and it's called Congo Bongo.
Jesus. Okay.
I think I saw that on the page. I didn't realize how big that was.
Yeah. Anyone used to play this? No.
Oh, is it still sealed as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know why I bought it sealed because I'm going to open it.
It looks a bit like Scrimble Scramble, but bigger.
Yeah. Hungry hippos of some kind.
It's more like a mildly racist Hungry Hippos.
Right.
It did look a little questionable, but fun nonetheless.
All the white kids at the top are enjoying it, look. And basically what you do is all of your little monkeys, you press the buttons and they get all of the beads.
Okay.
Let's move on.
So it is literally Hungry Hippos, but with monkeys.
Yeah.
Yes. But there's
Congo
Bongos spinning around. So if you're going for some of that sweet juice and you get hit, you're out.
Have you noticed? I don't know how much Cartoon Network or children's TV shows you guys watch. I watch a huge amount. That every game, as in physical board game, that is out and has been for the last 5 years, is some variation of Pop-Up Pirate or Buckaroo.
That penguin where you have to hit the little cubes and stuff out of the ice.
Don't wake Granddad and the dog snoring and the dog farts and he pops it and a kid shits up a wall and you've lost.
Is it Gooey Louie where you got to pull the bogies out of the nose?
But it's all a variation of your go. Ah!
Bang!
Yeah.
Can someone clip Dan saying, "Don't wake Granddad"? My favorite thing. And then the other thing I did was, for no real good reason, I guess, is I bought this bad boy, which is another board game. Oh, hello.
Oh,
yeah.
Hello. A little team up, if you will. So it's a dinosaur board game, but it was played with.
I was going to say, please tell me they are the counters.
What?
Are they the? Do you use the mint dinosaurs as the counters?
I thought you said the accountants, and I was like,
"Oh, I'm playing a whole different sort of board game, mate."
Yeah, look. And then it's basically just your
monsters in your pocket.
Dinosaurs as your accountants.
Right. Have you got the actual Monsters in My Pockets board game?
No.
Because I've got parts of it downstairs.
I didn't realise this was.
Oh, I knew he wouldn't be able to stay away.
Couldn't stay away.
I knew he wouldn't be able to.
Can you grab the Monsters in My Pockets board?
Hey, darling.
She can't see from there.
Oh, you can hear me though.
Can you grab the Monsters in My Pocket board? I want to show you. Thank you. Yeah.
What a mess! What a mess!
Mouth.
She's got a big fucking gob. Bah! There we are.
Cool. That's me done.
Yeah, I've not. Oh, I'm gonna put myself in the top left. It felt weird otherwise. Yeah, I don't actually think I've got anything new this year. I've got some minor bits coming. Me and Andy have invested way too much money in what is essentially a display case each. But
I don't know. I think it's protecting the future.
It's a third of what the toy cost us.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem a little bit expensive, but
can you tell us which toy is in question then?
Yeah, the 18 4-pack.
Like G.I. Joe thing.
Yeah,
no, we didn't pay for them to be graded, but we just bought cases for them.
Oh, like acrylic cases.
Yeah. But they are quite expensive, but
just that bit.
Hasn't one of the UK graders gone bust or stopped taking?
They always take these weird hiatuses where they go, we're not taking any more orders because they're so backed up.
I saw something in one of the groups the other day that somebody had sent a load of stuff off and it had been returned, and they were like, "Look, we're not doing it anymore. We've gone out of business."
Really?
But I might be making that up. It might have been just for card grading.
I saw
Pokemon cards or something.
I saw someone wasn't particularly happy with UKG because they said that they sent them their stuff, and then when UKG opened it like a month later to grade it, it had all come off the card, and because they hadn't opened it at point of receipt to check that it was in one piece, the dude had no recourse with the insurance on the delivery. It's just like it's just so like £1,000 toy became like £100 toy. Right.
We're still on the fence with the whole UK.
Oh,
grade.
hello.
That's huge.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
The artwork on that is wicked.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
And then I got the like the side corner things.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
It's not complete, but I do need to like get rid of it. So we'll chat offline, mate.
That reminds me of a game. I don't know whether you guys played it.
Right.
Called Ambush. It was like a tabletop game, and you had like little soldiers that you put up in landscapes, and you had a gun on either side with these big plastic bullets that you shot off, and basically like a real life version of tanks, and tried to knock each other's army men and stuff off.
It feels like we had crossbows and catapults. In actual fact, what we had, because I'm old, is we had figures, and then you have little cannons that you put matchsticks in and do very much the same thing and shoot each other. Made your own games back in the day when all this was fields.
A stick and a hoop.
Ben, are you married?
This was Phil.
I am, unfortunately, yes.
Oh,
wow.
I can only say that because she's not listening.
And,
sure?
No, I am, yeah.
And will never, ever watch this stream.
No.
So it's fine.
She is super supportive, but doesn't give them
my
monkeys
wife
about
was currently upstairs, absolutely livid that I couldn't look after our son for the last 4 days. But I'm on a little stream.
Why did you do it?
You can blame me, mate. It's fine. Just blame
Because you
me.
fucking baited me, Dan. You baited me.
I did bait you. And
I reckon I've got 10 minutes.
Is it? And then you'll be back on the Corvonia, whatever it is. Are you boozing as well?
Nope.
You're having a right little party. He's not ill. He's not ill, mate. Do you work? You sure you don't work for the government?
It's Boris at your house.
Little bozzer.
So, my question, since I get a lot of heat over it, I don't get a lot of heat. No one cares or listens to what I say. Is there any film, Ben, that is the general consensus? Is it is a popular masterpiece that you absolutely can't stand?
Ooh.
I've got two.
Ooh.
Well, hit me with the first one.
I'll go with the one that's going to probably get me in less trouble.
Well, you're going to say both, so
I will say both. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I just thought I'd work up to it. Everybody knows I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I don't. I've watched the first three that came out. I stopped when Rey was in it. Not fussed about it.
Okay.
but I don't like the first 2 Home Alone films.
Okay.
But I love the third one.
This is what I want. I want some tension. I want some. You love the third one.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I never
shirts off, mate.
the
Let's do
first
it.
time
Let's
I
go.
saw it. This is the less controversial one as well. The first time I saw Home Alone was the third one.
I mean,
How
understand.
young are you?
It's not like, I don't like the first one because like it's kind of a bit twee and you know it's not very realistic. And the second one's just more the same. And Donald Trump's in it. I understand not liking Home Alone. It's totally fine to not like Home Alone, but you like the third one.
Like the soundtrack to the third one was great.
What's the third one?
It's where there's
sorry, Ben. No one is watching a film through and going, "Let's go."
Oh, mate, I was when it's the This Is My Town.
No, what's on screen? Don't give a shit. Let's go.
I'm gonna
It's the
disagree.
montage of traps that come together when the bad guys are coming into the house. It's the quintessential part of the film.
Ben, how old
the
are you?
soundtrack. How old do you think I am?
20.
Well, you're married.
Yeah, true.
I think you're 28.
I'll take 28.
Home Alone 3 is not even with Macaulay
31.
Culkin.
31.
I thought Macaulay Culkin in the first 2 just was a spoiled little shit.
Yeah,
So
Absolutely.
you were probably 4 or 5 when Home Alone 3 came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I probably rented it from Blockbuster when I was staying at my nan's house, along with the other 2 films that we rented every single time we went, which was The Mighty Ducks
stupid
and The
bitch.
3 Ninjas. Sorry,
Ben,
How dare she rent that for you?
Ben, can I say something to you?
of course you can, Dan.
I don't like the Mighty Ducks.
That's fine. It's not everybody's cup of tea.
And you know what's annoying to me is people keep saying to me like, "Oh, Mighty Ducks has got like a TV show." I'm like, I don't like Mighty Ducks. Oh, Dan, if you watch Cobra Kai, I don't like Karate Kid. Like all the things that they're making like new versions of.
I wasn't a big fan of Karate Kid, but I love Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
the
I
latest
agree- I
season,
agree
I
with you
did
on
it in
that.
a day. I just basically sat in bed and watched TV all day.
I've heard it's good. I have heard it's good.
It is
But
better than the TV show, than the film.
My other controversial one, which is it is a cult classic. I cannot sit through the entire film. Is Pulp Fiction. I hate it.
I get that.
It
with
is a long
passion.
film.
It's just boring to me.
That's Tarantino, right? Do you like other Tarantino films?
Yeah, my favorite Tarantino film, Inglourious Bastards.
How weird.
But
Because
No.
I would consider that to be a less pacey film with less happening and longer.
yeah, longer sort of
Nothing.
talky
Yeah,
bits.
Like my favorite Tarantino film is The Hateful Eight, and there's like there's like half an hour of just the snow.
Yeah, it's like the whole
Pretty
film is
sure
set
I
in
turned
one
that
room.
off.
Sorry, Andy, go.
I think I turned that off. But I don't think
Probably.
I'll watch it.
Right, Hateful Eight. Yes, no.
I've never seen it. I've got like a similar thing, Ben. Not to compare them directly, but you know, Guy Ritchie films.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a different verbiage to what Tarantino does. So my friend nailed it the other day. Like we were chatting, and he was like, "This is what a Guy Ritchie film is," and I feel the same way for a Quentin Tarantino film. So a Guy Ritchie film would be like none of the dialogue is straightforward. So if I said to someone over there, I was like, "Hey, do you want to walk over here?" That person wouldn't just go, "No." That person would have to go, "Walk over there." You want me to walk over there? Let me tell you a story. There were 2 guys who were walking down the street, and one of them said, "I'll walk over there," and it's just like it's so frustrating. Like it's like they're too in love with the dialogue, and I feel like Guy Ritchie and in a different way Tarantino are the same. It's like none of the scenes are this is the scene. All of the scenes are look how clever I am.
What you're saying? It's style over content.
Yeah, it's a willy wave exercise for a better one of the way I put it.
Tarantino films, but yeah, every now and then I catch myself catching the dialogue and going, "All right, like move on," you know?
Yeah. I have a similar issue, not to a massive degree, because some films get away with it. If the film is silly, it's fine. But if a film is trying to take itself seriously and it has a something happens, and then it's like 1 week earlier or an hour preview, and you're like, oh, I don't like Tarantino, I think, is the master of jumping around in
chronology,
in time frames. And I got to say, I really enjoy, and it wasn't really a jump around film, but I did enjoy Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I've got to say, Geddes 79.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's a good film. Geddes 79. Jackie Brown is a great film. It is a great film.
I haven't seen that either, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's a good film. It's kind of weird. It's like, it's often mentioned as like people's favorite of his, but I reckon it's probably his least seen film. Weirdly. Oh,
what we're looking at.
Bye, Rye.
Brad's not happy with you, Ben, but that's all right.
Brad, I'm sorry. I have to be honest. I've tried it multiple times. I think 6 times I've sat down to try and watch it, and I just cannot get on with it.
The one I will say, the one thing about Pulp Fiction, which genuinely annoys me, and this probably won't mean anything to you, Ben, because if you haven't seen it, Rye and Andy, are you pretty familiar with Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
Right. So Honey Bunny and Tim Roth and whatever are in the cafe. The one of the most famous lines from that film is sampled for the Fun Loving Criminal song Scooby Snacks.
Yeah, none of you move.
Yeah, move and I'll execute every last motherfucking one of you. Right? Yeah. Do. Yeah. How is it that you can do that scene and then come back to that scene at the end when Vincent and Jules are in the cafe and she says the line differently and you go, oh, well, it's not the same line.
Now, I don't feel like I know the film as well as you do.
Yeah, I was like...
But it's such an iconic line. Any of you, and I'll execute every last motherfucking one of you. Yeah, and at the end she's like, "No, I move. Oh, I'll execute you all, motherfucker." It's the same.
It's constructed wrong. Is that what you're saying?
But it's not the same line, and I'm like,
but maybe he wanted that, so it was. I don't know.
Maybe I am talking about it. I'm talking about it right now. Has everyone seen Midnight Mass now? Yes, I love Midnight Mass. I thought it was one of the best things I've seen for a long time. I thought it was absolutely brilliant.
Without spoiling it,
hard, but go on.
Like anyone who's watched it will get what I'm saying potentially, and anyone who's not watched it will not understand what I'm saying because I'm going to say it in Welsh. So Midnight Mass did something original for an outplayed genre. That's all I'll say.
What genre is it?
I can't. I don't want to actually say.
No. But I mean, the premise of the show. What's the show about?
I'm going to say it's an existential horror with a touch of the supernatural.
Okay,
yeah, I can't
that's all I needed.
Really.
But I slightly disagree with you, right? Because I think it's brilliant. I think it's done amazingly. But the kind of fundamental, not the premise of it, but there is another show that has the same. Like the minute the case appeared, Hannah was like, "Oh, it's going to be this," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's what it is."
Oh no, I also saw it coming, but like I'd never seen that idea tackled in a religious way.
Agreed, and that's what I liked about it because it's like the horror part of it. If you got someone sitting there watching that, going like, get to the killings, get to the blood, get to the gore, get to the violence. They're missing the point. It's not about that.
I tell you what people really fucking love on streams is 2 people talking about stuff no one knows they're talking about.
Let's move on. Everyone should watch Midnight Mass. It really is very good. If you like,
put it on my list of things to watch.
If you want a good study on like isolation, religion.
I don't need any more focus on isolation at the moment.
But like hysteria, like groupthink gone wrong when people just go, oh, well, I guess we're all doing this now. It's good.
Okay,
it's good. Question for Ben: are the Bugsy boys in full force at the NEC Toy Fair in March?
We will be. Fingers crossed. Obviously dates are lining or whatever, but Muggsy and I have talked about it, and yeah, we'll hopefully be there. We have a couple of shows before that. I'm sure we'll get on to later on. Kempton.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about it earlier.
I know. Yeah.
We were.
Right. Are you coming to Kempton?
It's probably it's Sunday the 13th of February. Yeah. It's quite a long way from you.
I can sort of do one a month. So I can't do that one.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Screw you, Ben.
I threw down some Steve. Who was I did some Steven Seagal. Oh, it was on my Dungeons and Dragons stream.
I still want to sort of just observe one of those games and just sort of see how the whole thing works. Because Dragons and Magic is my bag. Like I'm big into it, but I've just never ever played it.
I haven't come across a dragon in the
Ryan,
Dungeons.
why are you laughing at me? Do I not strike you as a man who likes dragons and magic and shit?
Never played it. Never wanted to play it.
With a cool cap is going Dragons and Magic. My bag. Which is awesome.
I love it. I play every Sunday night at 8:00 with a bunch of fellows, including Johnny from Monkey's Emporium, and I absolutely bloody love it. Old D&D. Yep.
Do you have a Bugsys tee on, Ben?
I do. This side.
That's awesome. I love that.
Sam's other half, Lauren, works for like a printing company.
Oh,
So
wow.
I've got there's a big version of it on the back, but we've also got jumpers and stuff.
Spin round. Right, like that. You'll like spin round. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I want to make you big.
Are you making me big?
Yeah.
Can you see
That's
it?
cool, isn't it?
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. I love that.
All hand drawn by me. I'm gonna.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm a graphic designer as my normal job, but I sort of illustrate in my spare time.
If you guys want a little bit, do you want a factoid?
Nope.
Do you like the Mr. Danplastic logo?
Is that Ben?
This man. Yeah.
Hey. That's really cool, but I like that.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Right, what's Brad saying? Yeah, you get it. I know it's Pulp Fiction. I know, but it is annoying because you have to have some level of continuity. But I don't know. It doesn't matter, obviously. Hello, Carlos. Hope you are well. There we go. Created a new law, and I agree with that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Christian smashed through Midnight Mass as well and enjoyed it.
Is it on
Am
Netflix?
I going to have to watch this thing? Is it going to keep popping up every week?
No. We won't talk about it again. You'll hate it. You don't like aliens.
Yeah.
Not that it's got anything to do with that. But...
Like alien. Oh, Dan, I tell you what. Sorry, side chat. If everyone could stop watching for a minute. I know you like the zombie game. Left 4 Dead.
Yep.
Hey, Fire Team, Aliens Fire Team, Min. It's basically that in the Aliens universe.
I have heard that's good. I've heard Back for Blood is no good, but they're trying to iron out some kinks. So
I don't like it, mate. I don't like it.
Fair. Did Andy get anything new this week? I don't believe he did. I think me and Andy
I only got little minifigures from. Well, I want to say Bournemouth. Oh man, Bournemouth.
And it was. I saw your post. It was Bournemouth Turtle, wasn't it?
It was Bournemouth Turtle, wasn't it? Yeah, I couldn't remember. Yeah. So
Pink Dryad.
Is that series 2?
Do you know? I actually don't know. I just knew that I didn't. Well, the Reaper I've got, but I actually really like the Reapers. I want to get a couple more of them. This one I definitely don't have.
Dryad.
The dinosaur I definitely don't have.
T-Rex.
Did I give that to you, Ryan, the dinosaur one?
And I'm fairly confident I don't have this guy.
Is the dragon's one of the harder ones to get out of that series, right?
In I think pink.
Oh, okay.
Ben's all over the dragons today.
In pink or blue.
I am, mate. Wheel of Time and anything like that. I'm going to side that. I mean, there's no dragons in Wheel of Time, but that was a great TV show. If anybody wants anything a bit fantasy based,
love a bit of fantasy. Love a bit of fantasy.
We can talk about most of my money.
Yeah. You got 3 out of 4 people who love minifigures in this, to be fair. Well, I wasn't sure on Dan's stance.
I mean,
Dan loves everything. So
yeah, I've got lots of minifigures.
Dude, the minifigure, my camera, for some reason, the light's making this look really like dull pink, but it's like a real bright pink.
Yeah, it's a bright pink.
On it is wicked. Like there's so much. Is the word intricate? Like
detail. It's just a lot of detail.
Yeah. It's not, the pink's not showing up, but like to be fair, I'm not a fan of the dinosaur. I only got it because like I want one of everyone. But
I like the fact the dinosaur he looks like he's obeying Queensbury rules.
It's bodybuilder dinosaur, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in everything we know about T-Rexes, they're this.
Yeah.
Most of my pockets are jacked.
What if T-Rex is juiced? Hooah. Do you guys want to see my favorite minifigure of all time ever?
Always.
Wait, can we guess? Can you tell us?
Or give us
something
clues.
about
Though.
it?
The clue is it's from a cartoon that no one here will have watched.
Oh, Dan, is it from Squidbillies?
It's not, but nearly.
Oh, it's
Is it
the other
new?
one.
Is it new
Oh, the
cartoon?
other one he talked about.
Yeah.
No, it's
Redneck
not.
something or others?
It's not from Metalocalypse. It's from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Which I
No,
think
go
I
on.
might have seen the odd episode of.
And it is... Trying to get a good... It's Carl.
Me, when I'm
dude in a vest.
45. No.
It's Andy from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
It's like your boy from Deadpool 2.
Yeah. Yeah. It is one of my faves. Well, this is probably my favourite little minifigure because he's just a really a great character.
Right. Your favourite minifigure?
Well, I did this on the Christmas.
We all know Ryd's favourite minifigure.
I did watch the Christmas stream, but I believe I was drinking at the same time, so can't remember what it was.
I remember nothing.
Andy, have you got a favourite?
I knew you lost that. I don't think I do. Not that I can pin. Like, not that I can just say right now.
Yeah.
We always try and worm it into D&D. Hello, Rob. Hope you're well, mate.
I've been liking like all the. I don't know. Every time I get a new like beast or whatever, I'm like, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite
It's
one.
in these. So basically, just boxes of.
Boxes of colour.
Yes, Ellis. I'm not listening to you three now because there's another Aqua Teen Carl fan. David wants us four in every week to talk about Rys Spring Hill Jack.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah, boy. Spring Hill Jack.
I don't know why it's just like one of my favorite sculpts.
I like. Is it Ganesh, the one that's got lots of heads or arms?
No, that's the Great Beast. The Ganesh is the
elephant.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah. It's
I've
either
got
that one or one that
you got
looks
me one.
like a brick. I know the one I mean.
Kotlaku.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
I've got that downstairs in pink, and I didn't know if that was a.
Yeah. You know my like side. If I'm taking out because I said before on the stream, but COVID. When I was but a young lad, shit eyes. So if I was a good boy when I went to the opticians, I'd either get a 2000 AD comic or I'd get a monster in my pocket from the corner shop. But it was always the wrestlers really. But then sometimes you'd get one of the classics.
Yeah.
So they're like stuck in my heart. But then in 2017, me and my mate Pete went to Tokyo. You know the gashapon machines where you put some money in. Gashapon's the noise, blah, 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 blah. So I had no idea these existed. And I put some money in one, a random one, blah, 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 blah. And they're called VAG. I don't want to say VAG. But it's VAG.
But they're called VAG,
Yeah. But these came out. And they're little...
Is that a kaiju cat?
That's amazing.
So they basically translate as Godzilla cats, right? So they're only, I think there's 5. They're all up there, bro. I'll fall. So I think
don't
there's
you
5
get bruised again?
I know. I think it's like 5 in the set. So me and my mate Pete, like we were only in Tokyo. We were like buying toys and just playing games for like 5 days. And there were only certain places that had these certain gachapon cats. So I just kept playing until I had the set. And then I found out that if you look it up, it's called Vinyl Artist Gacha. Sorry, this is boring for everyone else. And what they are is like massive Sofubi artists have made them. And this company got in touch with all of these artists and were like, can we do variants and small versions and put them in capsules? And so you get to have like a 100, 200, 300, 400 pound massive like Sofubi, really small if you can pull them from these gachas. So I think like if I'm not talking Monster in My Pocket, these like just like a lovely story, and it's just a good memory.
That's what makes it better, I think, is the story.
Yeah,
because I didn't know anything about them, and I was just like, you know, I was pretty drunk. Ben, I'm not gonna lie, I was putting lots of money into these cranks. But yeah, there's like 5 of them.
On the back of we were having a little chat earlier on, and I think me and Rya are in agreement of all the slug zombies that I have, which isn't that many.
I need these in my life.
This is my favorite one.
Mine too.
The sculpture and the detail on these is like Andy, you were saying about the one you had, but these are just wicked. When I was in the States back in, was it 2019? I was in Walmart trying to find them. I know they probably hadn't been out for a while at that point, but it was, you know, sometimes you just find random bits at the back of shops and stuff, but
dude,
not a sniff of them anyway.
One of those, it was one of them days, me and Andy, I think Aaron was probably there as well, but we were out at one of our car boot spots, and I bought a bag of them for £3.
Dude, he got it was ridiculous.
And I've pulled because I am trying to cut down on stuff. I've pulled 3. I'll show you. These are the 3 that I like enough to put on my shelf. It's like the wrestler guy.
Yeah.
The like zombie Superman.
That's what
and then the weightlifter. I think I might keep. There's like a Russian, almost like a like a Nutcracker style Russian. I might keep that one as well. But the rest of them I'm taking with me to Chatham, and Andy and Rya are gonna pick through them. So if there's anything left, mate, you're welcome to them. I'm not, you can have them.
There won't be.
Okay, well there we go.
Andy's gonna stitch me up because he missed out on that snake the other day from Ian's.
He had ample warning. Ample.
Dan, I'll give you some money for those because they're not cheap.
Yeah, no, if there is anything there.
Guys, did you not just hear what I said? £3. They were cheap. I paid £1 each for the ones that I wanted to keep, and the rest are just whatever. I've already given some to Andy anyway, so yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah,
Ryan, I'm always in awe of your Nike 6.0 figures.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember being, you've got one, Dan. Rye offered me one at one point for a really, really good price, and I just couldn't afford it at the time.
Rye wouldn't sell me a second one because he's a very, very bad man.
Rye always offers stuff for good price. I wouldn't sell one to Dan. I wouldn't sell one to Dan because he was like, "Oh, I don't know whether I should get the red or the black one from you." And I was like, "Well, choose, and then you can switch if you want in the future." He's like, "I think I want the black." I was like, "No, you don't. You don't want."
That is the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember going to NAS one year and there being one, but it was about 3 foot tall.
What?
Yeah. It was a big promo one. I want to say like 2014. I mean, I don't think I was drunk enough to have exaggerated on the size, but they definitely had a few of them that were much bigger than them.
Were you just really close to it? It's massive.
12 beers in.
Yeah.
This is a huge dinosaur
with powerful arms. That's
cool. I think that one's my favorite, and then around about there is like a baby blue one.
Yeah, maybe you kept that one, but you wouldn't sell me the black one. It wouldn't sell me the black one, Ben.
No, you didn't need it.
Like 2 months later, I'm like, I love that red one. I want the black one as well, and he was like, nope. And he wouldn't sell me that Goosebumps thing.
What Goosebumps thing? No, you didn't need it. You didn't need it. You're always going, I need to cut down. Ryan, sell me that. No.
Ryan doesn't want to sell you something that he knows you're just going to put in the loft, Dan.
No, he knows I'll flip it for the money because I'm a master salesman.
Right, where are you hoping you're going to be where you will sell stuff?
Sorry, Andy?
Where are you going to be where you will sell stuff? So people watching this can come and see you and your magnificent hat, but then also try and buy your stuff.
Rye's going to be with us.
I will be at Chatham on the 29th.
It's going to be good times.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait.
Look at this. Do not tell Aaron. I mean, do. When I say I mean message him specifically and say,
next week's live stream, just kick off.
You weren't missed.
I'm gonna shoot off in like 5 minutes. I gotta go.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Well, it was lovely to see you, mate, and all the best. I hope you get
Thanks,
better.
Bud. I know we don't get to speak much.
We don't. I feel Dan's just sort of trying to take you away from us.
I am.
Oh yeah, Dan doesn't want to share the Ryan love.
Now I've been accused of this before, and it was warranted.
Well, my favourite's Andy's. That's weird.
Yeah. Everyone's favourite's Andy. That's nothing new.
Nicest guy in toys. What?
Nicest guy in toys. He's not.
Yeah.
Second nicest guy in toys. I've yet to meet a gentleman nicer than Dave Blade.
Oh no, yeah. We did this before. We did this at Christmas.
Yeah.
Dave Blade's the nicest guy in toys.
To be fair, there's a lot of lovely people within the toy community.
There's also a lot of absolute twats. But
There is.
looks like an extra on King of the Hill cartoon. What? Yes, it does. Yeah, Cole. I can't remember Cole, whatever he's called. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does also.
Has anybody else got any controversial films? Because I feel sort of I went in and got a barrage of abuse.
I'm just catching up on the comments. I haven't got any arsing.
I get abuse from aliens. When I remember, where were we?
Andy, that's warranted though.
We were at Tottenham and we said to, name's gone out of my head.
No one said anything.
No one said anything.
Live in the silence.
I think I know who he's talking about, but I'm not going to tell him.
Oh man, I'm so bad. I forgot his name. Not Another Comic Shop.
Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Sorry, I'm so bad with names. Yeah, I said to him that I didn't like it, and I think he was actually going to like punch me through the wall.
I think if he had done, your face would have caved in.
Yeah, exactly. He's a big guy.
He's a big dude, but his mood visibly changed, and he basically stopped talking to you and just started talking to people. Doesn't like aliens. I see.
Yeah, he was trying to talk about the new ones that I think he had them to sell or something, and I was just like the Necker ones, and I was just like, no, I don't get it. I don't like that film.
And have you seen Aliens though?
I have watched it. Yeah, Dan made me watch Aliens 2. I think it was.
It's not called Aliens 2.
Aliens. Well, how long ago? Should we? So what I do with a couple of friends is fucking cool. Is we sync up watch-alongs because obviously we can't see each other.
You do a watch party.
Yeah, we should do that.
Right. I wish we'd done that of Extra.
Oh, mate.
So just another one they're involved in, eh?
Yeah,
special
private
messages.
jokes.
So,
no one cares.
I'm just commenting. Gellis, I don't have any Assy McGee. I do have other Adult Swim stuff, but I don't have any of that. Show me. I'd be interested to see some. I'm glad you are well, Rob. I'd like to see you soon. That'd be nice. I'm just getting mugged off by Pete. Oh yeah, it's where Pete bought the Goosebumps Boglin because Ryan wouldn't sell it to me.
Is that the orange one with the black spots?
No, it's no. It's literally a Goosebumps Boglin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's green with like there's 2 or 3. It's like a skull one and it's a green one with horns, but they're not Boglins, but they're Boglins.
Oh, okay.
No, it is. It is and it isn't. But Pete deserves it. Dan didn't.
Fair. Can't argue with that. Brad, most of toy community twats live in certain Facebook groups which remain nameless. They shall remain nameless very, very much.
Fucking hell.
And also some guys in real life who don't really frequent the community anymore, but certainly 3 or 4 years ago, I got into a couple of verbals with a couple of them, which made Andy laugh, didn't it? At NEC, Andy?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It was quite funny. I think if I remember right.
I think people forget that it's like I think all of us at least do it for a bit of a jolly. It's not a full-time job.
It's a social thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a social thing. Like we do it to meet up and have a laugh and blah blah blah. But I think some people think they're like a name in toy selling, and it's like
there's definitely less of that these days.
Like no one cares. Like the COVID's kicking in, lads.
Unless you're bringing this level of fire, then
yeah.
Are we We letting you go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to die, I think.
All right.
Please don't. Hopefully see you on the 29th.
29th.
When is it? 29th Chatham.
Saturday the 29th at Chatham. You can see Ryan in person, and if you give him £1, he'll cough in your mouth.
Do you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to do a...
Cough in a jar.
On the 29th, I'm going to bring a set of toy quiz questions.
Ooh.
And if you come up and say, can I have a quiz question? And you get it right, you will get a toy.
There you go. There you go.
Why am I not coming to Chatham?
I was going to say, Ben, just make the 2.5-hour drive. You'll be fine.
Well,
Andy, it's more like a 6-hour drive because I'll be in the depths of Cornwall.
Yeah, he's in Cornwall.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Ben,
Yeah,
there's not a single chance you would be worse than these guys at the quiz questions. So.
Right, I'm notoriously bad with general knowledge and quizzes.
Me too. I just make them for a living.
Yeah.
I'm bad at it.
Right. We'll talk about this separately, right? Don't let me forget.
Yeah. Give a cheeky high five for that and Cham. Thanks for having me, guys. I'll speak to you later.
Mate, I'll speak to you in about 20 minutes on the group chat.
Yeah.
Get well.
Yeah, bye, guys. Bye.
Take it easy, bud.
Whoa!
Whoa! Damn, what have you done?
Woo. All good. So, Ben.
Yes.
I hate Back to the Future.
Yes. I think you may have mentioned it once or twice.
I don't hate it. I just don't think it's
Who's
very
that game have just logged out right now. They're like, nope.
Yeah.
Angry dislike.
It's just me sitting on my own being like, guys, I don't hate Back to the Future. I don't know. Perhaps I just don't get it. Perhaps I'm not smart enough to get it. I don't like time travel change things films, but I do love Crispin Glover. So I'm somewhat torn on this because I love Crispin Glover so much, but I don't like Back to the Future at all.
You could probably put the amount of time that he's been in all 3 films into probably about 20 minutes.
He was only in the first one, I believe, because then he sued them because they tried to use, or maybe they did use cut footage of him in the second one, and he sued their skin off.
Who's that?
So Crispin Glover, it's actually quite interesting. It started something actors didn't have. That basically they filmed number 1, and then I think he said, "I'm not coming back for number 2." So
who is he in it? Sorry, I know the name.
He's Marty McFly's dad.
George McFly. He's Marty's dad.
Right. Okay.
So he's not like he's not in it a huge amount. He's in it, but he's not in a huge amount. And so they took like shots. They used like a stand-in for the back scenes, but they took like other footage of him and put it in there, but like didn't pay him and didn't ask him, and he took him to. And I believe a new law for actors was written on the back of that basically meant you couldn't use their image stuff unless
without their say so. I'm pretty sure he was in the second one because.
So I think he was in the second one, but I don't believe he was supposed to be. As in, like,
he definitely wasn't in the third one.
He didn't know he was going to be in it.
Correct. He wasn't paid to be in it. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Yes. It was. That was a Wayne's World extreme close up. I don't know if Leslie's worrying the extreme close up or the fact that I don't know Back to the Future. This might change our relationship forever.
It's got to be the extreme close up.
Whoa.
Like
Christian, Goonies never say die, but they should.
Whoa. Original Josh Brolin before he clicked his fingers and got rid of half the world.
Original, lots of people, but there we go. Just to finish that off, they used Crispin's prosthetics on a different actor, so they basically made an actor look like him and fooled people into thinking it was him, but it wasn't him.
What prosthetics did he have then? Was it sort of hair, facial hair, and stuff like that?
We had like a centre part in, and whatever. But I think they used old footage of him as well. Oh, my mistake, Leslie. So I thought you were a fan of Back to the Future as well. I know, mate.
I don't mind the cowboy one. I think that's the third one.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the worst one, but that's fine.
They don't have a DeLorean; it becomes the train.
Yeah, I think I kind of enjoyed that more, just because I kind of dig cowboys. But like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of them.
I think it turns out, guys, that I don't like. I was talking to Hannah about this the other day. I obviously do because I'm surrounded by toys, but like I don't like thinking about the past. Therefore, I don't really like nostalgia.
That makes no sense because
I don't have any fond memories of my childhood, so I don't go, oh yeah, remember back then. I'm like, ugh. What you got to do, guys, is you got to take their memories and you got to push them down. Ugh. Never think about it ever.
But to be fair, what you're saying makes sense because you're buying all the stuff that you say you didn't have as a kid. so you're putting a more positive spin on it now because you were like back at the time where I wasn't very happy. I didn't have these things. Now I've got them. I'm much happier.
But what's weird is like it's almost so the.
Is this going to become a counselling session?
No.
I charge £65 an hour for that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm on the clock.
I guess sort of a following on issue from that for me is the things that I like, especially the things that I consider to be kind of like, I know this is incredibly like narcissistic in a way, but like the things that I consider to be like my things, as we all, people love Star Wars so much and Star Trek and Indiana Jones and whatever, because they're like you know it means something to me. So things like the film Tremors and Bad Taste, and like, oh yeah, because it means a lot to me, whatever.
Yeah.
When these things start to get not just remade with regards to films and that, but all of a sudden toy lines that mean something to me, all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's these new things, and Super 7 are making these new toys. So things, although I say, oh, wouldn't it be good if there was like a really cool line of, I don't know, trapdoor figures? Yeah. The reality is no, I don't want that, because then it becomes less special to me.
Dilutes it.
It's a very selfish it's a very selfish way of looking at it. It's like, oh, people shouldn't have stuff, but like no one should get into stuff now they weren't into before. Ridiculous thing to say, right? And I don't mean that.
Yeah, half my collection is stuff that I wasn't into beforehand.
Yeah, right. I was going to say, loads of the stuff I have isn't stuff that I have
but how would you feel, Andy? This is a very just totally hypothetical question. How would you feel if whoever it was, I can't remember if it was Mattel, whoever it was, decided to start remaking Battle Beasts and Laser Beasts? And they were now made by Super 7, so they were a little bit bigger, and they were like, oh, they're amazing, and they were absolutely everywhere, and everyone was buying them, and now everyone's into that, and that's what everyone's into. Would you? And there's no right answer. There's no right answer to this. Like, would you embrace that because you like that aesthetic and that toy line, or would it bum you out slightly because it makes what you're into slightly more diluted in the bigger pool?
No, I think it'd be cool to like people who are interested in it, but I wouldn't buy it.
Why wouldn't you buy it?
Same way I haven't bought one cost, but no, like I haven't bought the Super 7 Thundercats as much as I love Thundercats. They're just not the same as the old ones. I prefer the old stuff.
Yeah. Do you think it's weird that they're still pumping out Thundercat stuff?
Well, they've got no new ideas. That's why they keep pumping out He-Man stuff.
They did. Yeah. They made Thundercats Raw, and it was glorious, and no one cared.
Oh my god, here we go. How did we turn around to that?
It's a golden age of cartoons, guys.
I didn't even see it coming. Leave Thundercats Raw alone where it is.
I mean, Ben.
No, I know what you mean. As I found that with the NECA Defenders of the Earth, I was so excited for them. I was like, amazing, 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 and that's just turned me off new toys. I'm not into.
I try and think about it like I think about music, in the way that there might be some like really like aggressively stupid metal band come out, and it's like Jesus, but you try and look at it like everyone's got to start somewhere. So if that gets someone into like guitar-based music, and they then like do some searching, then awesome. But with toys, it's a bit like
someone's laughing at smugglers.
But who am I? When I was 15, 16, 17 years old, if they brought out a McCready The Thing NECA style toy, I would have been like, ah, and I would have bought it without a second thought if I had the money. You know what I mean? Like that's amazing because I love that. But now I'm like, ugh. And I don't know why. I'm like, it's like it's always like going back to old stuff.
Because back then it wasn't mainstream, whereas now it's mainstream.
But that's just me being a weird elitist about it, and I don't want to be like that. But it's just that's how I feel in my heart.
You're one of those guys. That's why you buy sandworms.
It's why but it's also like it is good these things happen just for the toy market and for collectibles and for all that, because people will get into it and they'll like it. And if there being a NECA McCready figure means someone goes and watches John Carpenter's The Thing that wouldn't have done, that's a good thing, right? I
don't think I've ever seen The Thing.
No, I don't. It always makes me think of Thing out of Fantastic Four when you say The Thing. I know that's not anywhere near close.
Are they like in the Antarctic or something?
They are.
And it's like a blob.
It's not a blob. It's
like something that keeps moving into stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's just a thing.
It's a shapeshifter. It takes over your body, and you might be the thing, and then all of a sudden, all hell breaks. The thing is one of the is
maybe I
is-
have seen it actually.
It was a flop when it came out because of when it came out, basically. But it is a masterclass in practical effects. And then when they recently, like 2013 or something, they made the prequel, which they didn't need to do for the thing. Everyone was super jazzed because we're going old school, we're going pure practical effects, and they did it. And then the studio.
What was that called?
Can you believe it's called The Thing?
Oh,
Like how it should have been. I'm not going to go into it. It should have been called. I can't remember what the book's called now. I've lost my train of thought. Anyway,
should it have been Thing 1 and Thing 2?
no, it shouldn't have been anything to do with the thing. But like the studio lost its bottle and went back and got them to not replace, but overdo almost all of the practical effects with CGI.
Oh, okay.
And it's just so disappointing. It's not a bad film, but it's like, the whole point. If you're a fan of the thing, it means you're a fan of like actual tearing and like, you know, monster.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the business basically. Let's so I'm just gonna get in the chat. Talking of films, when have you seen The Page Master? It rings a bell. It rings an old film, 80s. Rings a bell for me.
No, I think I'm going to have to. That'd be a strong no.
Fair enough. Michael J.
The
Fox.
name doesn't even ring a bell.
Awesome. Crispin's books are odd. I have all of them, and they are a collection of ramblings and old photos and stuff. I'll show you some, or I'll take some pictures next time I see you. They're called things like I am fine, everything is fine, stuff like that. That might be a stage show. I don't know.
Oh my god! I've just googled The Page Master. I mean, absolutely not. I've never seen it, but
it's Willow-esque, I think.
No, what I've just got up is like Macaulay Culkin as a live action, then goes into a cartoon.
Oh, that rings a bell. I'm not up. Yeah, maybe I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
Yeah. If I don't have nostalgia for my childhood, then what got me into vintage toy lines? I mean, they weren't vintage when I was a kid, if you know what I mean. So, like, I think it's more, not to get to, like, this isn't a therapy session, but, replacing gaps in my soul with plastic because material things, make life better, but they don't. And I like objects, and I like special effects, and I like the things. You know what I mean? I like looking at them. I like being surrounded by things. I'll have a think about that and come up with a better answer than that useless. I like stuff. If you ignore the laughing face,
I saw Andy giggling at that earlier.
Christian gets it. I know he's not being sarcastic. He gets it.
He totally gets it. He's not sarcasm at all.
Yeah, he gets it. Favorite current cartoon on Cartoon Network?
God, we could be here a while.
No, we're not. I'm just going to go straight out of it, even though it's like, because regular show stopped. I know the Amazing World of Gumball has finished, but probably Gumball.
That's a shame.
Philistine.
I think over Christmas I watched all of the new He-Man. That was pretty decent. I know it's not Cartoon Network, but sort of talking animation stuff.
Going back to what we were talking about a minute ago, I don't want new He-Man because we have He-Man.
Yeah.
The end. Make something new. Think of something new.
I liked the cartoon though. I like what Kevin Smith's done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree. I enjoyed the series.
But yeah, I don't collect any of the toys. I mean, the only one I've got is a very, very minty King Hiss, but that's just because he was a weird figure that I liked, and it's a bit different than everything else.
I collect King Hisses. I've got 3 down there, different ones. Like he's one of the 3 figures. King Hiss, Rare Blast, and Moduloc. That's what I'm into. I am Blade, I guess. Yeah.
I think mine would be, if I had to pick 3, King Hiss, Hordak.
Nice.
Dan, I'm surprised you didn't pick Horde Trooper as part of your 3.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I've got a few, haven't I? I suppose I like Horde Troopers as well.
I like, just for the aesthetics of it, I mean, I can't remember ever seeing the character in it, but is it Squeeze?
Squeeze
sort
snake.
of-
the long arm snake.
yeah. Just
I like
because
all
it's
the
so
snake
different to everything else.
I like Rattler. I like Tongue Lasher.
Yeah,
I like
yeah. To be
Snake
fair,
Face.
all the
I like
snakes
the,
men
they're the ones I've got rid of most of my He-Man, but the snake guys they're in the loft.
yeah. For me, the bad guys were always better than the good guys, like
Yeah.
visually.
Apart from Rio Blast, he's got a tash.
True. An obscene amount of weaponry.
Yeah.
Ridiculous knee guns.
Yeah.
Chest gun, knee gun, ear guns,
It's
wrist guns.
he's locked and loaded.
He is ready to roll. See
I
the
did
thing with
he's poised to go and get himself a drink.
you get yourself a drink, mate.
No, maybe.
He's just- Maybe.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
No, just all the time. We're fine. We're fine.
Okay, there's multiple iconic scenes in the thing. If you want to watch a good creature feature, it really is the business. Yeah, Willow Disney series coming soon. Watch the trailer.
I finally watched the is it sneak peek or like preview bit with Warwick just all walking around the table introducing.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah,
it is actually quite funny. We'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to enjoy it as much as I would like.
Probably not. Gumball is the business. Regular show, Adventure Time, We Bear Bears, Steven Universe. Endless. I think the Page Master was voiced by Macaulay Culkin. Yep, I think you might be right.
Yeah, but in the images, he's in it.
There we go. Ever been to any of Crispin Glover's movie screenings? I haven't. I would love to see. He's just someone who mold. This is the only figure I think that is available of Crispin Glover, and it's a Titan.
Still
Because-
can't picture his face, isn't it?
Because he wouldn't let them have any rights, so there won't be any Back to the Future figures of him, unless you want to make like a Willard figure or I don't know, other such strange films that he's been in. Willard, Andy.
I can't picture him in anything else.
Willard, Andy. He's
Yeah.
a guy. He's a guy in it that builds an army of rats that he controls.
Okay.
As you do.
As you do. There are some Gumball toys, but they're weirdly the McDonald's had a Gumball run. So yeah, there are some Gumball toys.
Apparently, he's in Charlie's Angels.
He was, yeah, as the Thin Man with the bowler hat. But he did Charlie's Angels because he needed the money to make. He does like a touring show, and the whole cast to have Down syndrome, and it's like very moving. He does odd cinema and stuff like that, and like he's a true punk rocker. Matt, that's a great answer. Sorry, man, it was a bit garbled, wasn't it? It's a book by a British anthropologist called The Comfort of Things. Objects help shape identity and bring us a sense of joy and purpose. Thanks for the response. Well, thank you, Matt. Yeah, it's true, right? Because we work to buy things to have things, and yeah, I read all these quotes, whether they're true or not, saying the less I had, the happier I was. And I'm not saying I'm about to go all Moby and live in a room, a white room with one book, but I do look at a lot of the stuff I've got, and I'm like, I've had my time with it. I don't need it anymore, and I am cutting down. So when you guys come over in a couple of weeks, you'll see what I've still got too much stuff, but it's not quite the insanity that it was when Andy first saw it.
Yeah, I mean, that was like, wow.
Well, but you're like, it's a hoarder. I'm just hoarding.
Yeah,
stuff.
but it was also one of the first big toy collections I'd seen, like, in person, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, as opposed to just seeing pictures on Instagram of people's like, this is 1 shelf, 2 shelf, 3 shelf. To actually be in a room.
I'm like, this is 1 room, 2 rooms, 3 rooms.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ, it is very overwhelming.
Yeah.
I don't actually think I've seen any big toy collections in person, bar
Right.
Mugsy's, which is pretty extensive because of cabinets and stuff. But
You understand, Ben, that you have a big toy collection.
Yeah,
yeah, but I mean other people's, so you can appreciate how other people and like different lines people collect and stuff like that. Like we always talk about it, and as like Andy said, you see pictures on Instagram and stuff, but you don't really get a sense of it until you see.
No.
Yeah.
I think you can learn a lot about somebody from the way in which they display stuff and their sort of care and consideration into it.
I was just about to say, you learn a lot about me by the fact I see other people's beautifully lit, structured, dusted, and I'm like, I get things and I go on that shelf, onto the next thing. I like that. I wish.
No, you say that, but you've been thinking long and hard about redoing your room.
There's a lot of order to what's behind
Yeah.
you already, and you say you just
Exactly.
chuck it on a shelf.
It's better now, but yeah, that like when you see, I got to say, P's collection is visually.
Yeah. That is
it's
order
gorgeous.
to its finest, isn't it?
Yeah, and Christian
I've
as well.
been around
like,
this house before and seen in his attic, even his attic is organized, like in storage, but
Yeah.
it's still organized. Whereas Yeah, mine is just chucked in my parents' loft and like, I've got something somewhere.
Yeah. Or me and Andy done the same thing before. You buy something and a day later you're like, yeah, I already had it. Yeah. Whoops.
I've done that. It's Andy, when you and Aaron went to see Bobby and sort of watching the video of that collection, that's just another level.
Yeah. I mean, it was all laid out beautifully and stuff, but there was just so much. I reckon I don't even think I really took it all in. And we were there for, I think we were meant to pop over for a couple of hours. I think we were there maybe 4 or 5 hours.
That is next level.
I still didn't see everything.
That's like a life commitment, isn't it? To be building what Bobby's got. Like,
it's like museum standard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Putting stuff together.
And that's another level of interest / passion / obsession to be like, okay, cool. You into Ghostbusters? Yeah. But I want like 1986 party plates that were only available in Turkey. Like, all right, you're really into.
But some of that stuff we didn't even see because that stuff's boxed like away. Yeah. Like it's crazy.
You couldn't even really display that unless you had a museum to display it in because he's got so much.
Yeah,
true.
But yeah,
merchandise. So I was talking about that. I've got a lot of Turtles stuff that I need to go through from sort of collections I've sort of picked up, which I think I might do some research into it, bring a load of that with us to Kempton.
Yeah.
Because it's just not the sort of stuff that you see.
Do some research because some of it does command quite.
Oh yeah, I've got some really cool. There's like collector's editions versions of the movie soundtracks that first came out with like the cardboard masks and everything. It all comes in like a proper nice box with the artwork and everything.
With Partners in Crime, TURTLE power.
I think it has, but I've got the vinyl version and the cassette one. But both of them come in the same size box. But the cassette, when you open it up and take everything out,
it's just
this tiny little cassette in like a sea of white as it's sort of indented into the box.
So I used to roll. I used to go and buy drum and bass tapes with my drum. I've always been into like more heavy music, but my mates been drum and bass. You go and buy these like party packs that have 4 tapes, and the boxes were just like enormous.
Drum and bass goes quite hand in hand though with heavy metal. Sort of the dubstep, the heavier side going into that. Because I'm big into my dubstep and sort of that bassy sort of style, as well as my heavy metal and punk, as long as I'm with it. So,
drum and bass was always ruined for me if it was like a bad MC. I like jazzy drum and bass, intelligent drum and bass stuff that has no vocals, but the MC sometimes an MC can be another level of musical instrument. Other times it's someone just going, "You want a reefer? Someone want a lighter? You want a reefer?" You're like, shut up, mate. No one cares.
Substance. It's not bringing anything extra to it.
It's just someone yelling over the top. Yeah. Vic likes the Revelation Line 2. Skelly God is awesome. You probably know about that, Ben. Skelly God.
I don't know whether I do actually. Oh, I do. Yeah. From the they sort of leveled him up.
Yeah,
quite a lot.
They should make a Crispin Glover toy from the River's Edge movie he did. Yeah, I take a Crispin Glover. I think probably from Willard would be my ultimate Crispin Glover toy, but they won't make any. That's as good as it gets. And this is from he's in a series on Amazon Prime called American Gods, which is very good.
I watched the first season of that, and it messed with my head to the point where I couldn't work out what the hell was going on.
So the guy that plays, I think he's called Mr. World.
Yeah,
that's Crispin Glover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here's another American Gods titan, Peter Stormare. Playing
with the hammer,
and the God of War.
Because there's the second season of that's out, correct? Relatively recently, or is it the third season that's just come out?
Yeah, recently. But I had a falling out with the writer, so people like Gillian Anderson didn't come back for season 2. It kind of messed with the balance.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we've fallen in and out of love with aspects of our collections. It's a constantly evolving thing. That is 100% true. I think there's some things that stay. Some things I wouldn't. I'm probably the same as you guys. You think about a toy line, and I'm like, well, obviously I'm not getting them my mad balls. That ain't even a consideration. But there's other stuff you go,
yeah.
I continually flip flop between what I would sell and what I won't sell.
But you wouldn't get rid. But you wouldn't get rid of your battle beasts.
No,
and nor should you.
It's like me with my visionaries. Like I could sell everything else, and I would keep them because I've got a nostalgic. There's a lot of those that I sort of go, why have I picked this one up?
Yeah.
Like, why have I gone down? Because there's so many iterations of them. It's some of them start to get weird.
Have you seen, Ben? This is me totally backtracking on something I said a minute ago. NECA are doing a new Turtles line, and I think it's the Leonardo, and he's like a Frankenstein's. I can't remember. It's called like a helper.
Quasimodo.
What?
Quasimodo.
Yes. Well,
Oh, he looks like Igor.
yeah, Igor. It's not Quasimodo. Quasimodo's like Hunchback of Notre Dame. Igor, because he's got like
But
his.
Igor is Frankenstein.
Yeah,
They're redoing the monster line or whatever it's called. Universal.
Oh, the Universal Monsters.
Yeah.
That's what I'm searching for desperately. Universal Monster Line. Yeah, it's the first thing I've seen of any new Turtles, whatever, that I've gone. I mean, I love the Super 7 like Baxter Stockland stuff. I'm not going to buy them, and the Krang and all that. They're wicked. But this is the first thing I've seen of the actual Turtles. So I'm like, oh, they do look nice.
I'll have to have a look at that because I've not been a fan of the NECA ones because they're not as cartoony, and that's what I loved about the Turtles.
These ones are not cartoony at all. They're quite. They're almost like the film style, but like yeah.
See, I guess for you with your sort of your 1/6 and your zombie figures, that sort of works, that aesthetic. But for me, like if I was to pick any iteration of the Turtles, for me the storage shell ones are my favourite because of the cartoon nature to the faces were much more exaggerated than the original ones.
I've heard you say that before. I can't remember if it was on Chatting with Us or Chatting with Sam on one of your videos, but I looked at them after and I was like, actually, you've got a really good point. They probably are a nicer sculpt than the original ones.
But there's also something about looking at Earthworm Jim, Playmates Turtles, Toxics, Battle Beasts.
Yeah.
The colours, the vibrancy. Like Andy will tell you, one of the things that kind of maybe bummed me out or got me a little bit down on it was, I had hundreds of NECA, McFarlane, state of the art, like Spawn figures, horror figures. But they're all very earthy tones because they're very realistic, and so it's just like this. It's almost like a moss of figures, like a dank moss of figures. And when you look at them, they're all individually like lovely sculpts and I like that sort of stuff. But it doesn't. None of it pops, and then it
becomes a sea of the same.
Yeah, and then you get Mars Attacks figures, and now I've got like my Food Fighters out or whatever, and like you said, the Turtles and Andy's minifigure and Monster in My Pocket, the colours.
That's what drew me in. I think coming from my sort of professional job, design wise, like I think half the reason I got back into collecting toys is like card art and stuff, and animation style and that sort of thing. And the bright colours is what, when I've got all the cabinets and everything together, that's what draws me in. It's that sort of childlike, it's that magpie thing with shiny things. For me, it is the bright colours, which is why I love the Monster in My Pockets.
Yeah.
The Toxic Crusaders.
The neons, man. The neons.
Yeah.
I didn't realise until I got this room a bit set up and turned my light off. I'm like, I've got a lot of stuff that glows in the dark and I'm down with that.
When I turn the lights off in the cabinet, like the cabinet behind me, I haven't got loads of stuff, but like so much stuff glows that I'm just like, oh man, that's wicked. Yeah. Every time I try to take a picture of it, can never take a picture of it as I see it. So annoying.
The first time I realised that the Universal Monsters had glow-in-the-dark pieces to them, I must have done the same thing. I think we'd filmed a video and I turned the cabinet lights off and thought, oh, what's that? There's just these 4 shapes all stood next to each other glowing in their different sort of amounts. And it was wicked. It's those things you just don't notice.
I've got to say, the Dark Lord Boglins, the recent, the pumpkin, the blobkin ones I bought recently.
Yeah. Oh, the pumpkin was that one I was thinking about when you were talking about the Goosebumps one.
I've got them. Hannah's got like a UV torch. So we gave him a proper charge up, turn the light off, mate. Proper. Yeah, like green, like really cool. Betty Boy, love my signed winder tape packs, you know it. Best of British. Booyah. Wickeder.
That's exactly all I could think of, is that.
Wicked. Incredible General. Going through exactly that issue at the moment, Ben. Trying to go through my TMNT to thin it out because the shelves look a bit of a mess. Drives me mad. I mean, it's weird because to me, Christian, they don't like a mess, but everyone has their own vision. You know,
just putting it forward. If Christian ever decides to sell his boxing Rocksteady and the I'm going to look.
It's the wacky action ones.
Yeah, if you ever decide,
I need them in my life, and they're the ones that I keep trying to find. eBay has never got them. They're always in the bloody States.
Yeah,
And if anyone has a large
turtle dude has them as well, and he put a post up like he's starting to sell some of his stuff. Actually, I think Ryan bought a needle nose off him.
He did.
But, I'm looking at his page every day, thinking, have they gone up? Are they going up? That Rocky Balboa Rocksteady looks awesome.
Yeah, he's got the tape around the horn and a purple eye and stuff. Yeah.
If anyone comes across the original large style Bebop, give Ben a shout.
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady.
I'm always getting it wrong. Rocksteady. So the Rhino.
Yeah. There's a guy I follow on Instagram, Dimension X Toys. I don't know whether you guys have seen, but he's basically creating 3D printed, fully articulated versions of the original Turtles figures.
Okay.
But they're this big. So they're like 13-inch, same size as the Giants. But he's just done a giant Baxter Stockman, and he's doing the storage shell Turtles when the shells and stuff can still open, and they're so cool.
Yeah.
But these are sort of like first run prototypes, so they're just in whatever colours he's got to hand. So like they have a different coloured arm and a different head and stuff, but they look wicked.
I was gonna say, even like that would be pretty sweet as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Storage shell are better than 88. I think that is the general consensus.
Honestly, I never thought about it till you mentioned it. Whenever I can't remember where it was that you mentioned it, and when I looked into them, I was like, actually, yeah, I've never bothered with storage shell ones because I never had them as a kid. I had the original 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they are. Yeah.
They're not a very common line, and there's also like the normal ones. Each of the Turtles, their belt is the right color for them. So Leonardo's got a blue belt, Raphael's got red, but they did black belt versions of them, which for some reason came with like random colored weapons, and they're stupidly expensive. Let's say the normal Leo, if you were just buying him loose, is like between £5-10 depending on condition. You want one with a black belt, you're talking 150 quid just for the figure. Like for some reason, they're like the Euro variants, like the same figures that came with bright blue weapons, because the Euro factories ran out of the brown, so they just used blue instead.
Banged in whatever,
yeah. It's just nuts how one small color change can command such a difference in price.
Yeah.
Matt says card and box art and vintage lines are amazing. It's one reason why I'm grabbing with Dino Riders. Absolutely, Dino Riders. The mask, Gary Pendergast.
I was going to say, Mask and Dino Riders card art is very similar, isn't it?
It's like action stuff happening. It's really cool.
I'm very glad I never got. I like the Dino Rider stuff, but I'm glad I haven't got into that. I haven't bit at it where I'm like, I need to get it. I need to get it because it's just.
I got the T-Rex. That's all I want. That's all I want.
Andy, did you buy the? I can't remember where they came from. They did the new Dino Riders one, so you bought the box and you got tiny little either bright green or bright purple versions.
Yeah, I didn't buy them.
We talked about them, didn't we? But you did get them in the end.
Yeah, I decided against it. But then Into the Toyverse had them on sale for like $12.99. But by the time I went to go and get them, they'd all sold out. Like they've gone. I think I would get them. I don't know. I denied about it too long. You picked them up, I think, right?
Yeah, I got some. They were wicked, just for the colours and the sculpts on them. But I had to box them all away because I just didn't have the space.
Yeah.
On them Turtles, Christian's saying 2 different lines. Whack Action is Machine Gunner Rocksteady and Rock'em Sock'em is the boxer. But I think we got to that sort of in the end.
We did, yeah.
One more.
Either way.
I want the wacky action ones, not the Rock'em Sock'em ones.
Either way, if you don't want them, there's some people here that do. Have I been to the Jaws play in London yet? Yes, mate, I have. I went on Hannah's birthday on the 6th. We went and saw The Shark is Broken, a 3-person play written and starring Ian Shaw, the son of Robert Shaw from Jaws. It is.
I thought you just said when we went there, the shark was broken, and I was going to say, well, that must have ruined the play.
Yeah, that was it. No,
it's just so anticlimactic, it doesn't come out of the water at the end.
Yeah, just goes. The play.
Imagine Jaws.
The play is called The Shark is Broken, and it's about the making of Jaws. It's really, really good. And I think it's on at the Ambassador Theatre near Leicester Square, and it's only on, I think, until the 13th of Feb. So
not long at all then.
No, it's like a limited run. It's been going for several months. If you're going to go, book it. But I really do rate it. Even if you don't like Jaws, it's a really fun, and it was excellent. So yes, thank you. It was very good.
Okay.
I think we'll probably call it there, guys, because I've got to get up at 5:30 a.m. and drive 100
Thursday early morning.
Every Thursday, I drive to Gloucester for work on a Thursday.
The one day a week he goes to the office. Don't feel sorry for him.
It is the one day we go to the office, yeah.
And you just salty, you got to go to the office every day.
Huh?
You just salty, you've got to go in every day.
Nah, I'm just sorry I have to go to work.
Yeah, well, me too.
Aren't we all, mate?
Yeah,
me too. But it's been a lovely chat, guys.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, gents.
Thank you for coming on, Ben.
Thank you for listening to us ramble.
Thanks, Rye, for the 3 minutes he gave us.
No, come on, he wasn't even meant to be here, man. The guy is like sick.
I do feel slightly responsible for it, but he's a big boy. He didn't have to come on, but I think he enjoyed it really.
Genuinely, thanks, Rye, and thank you very much, Ben. We'll do it again. We'll do it again sometime soon. I assume next week we're back on the normal Empire Toys channel with Aaron. But you know what they say about assumptions. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure it will all be fine. But otherwise, we will see. We'll go. So come and say hello at Chatham on the 29th. We're also doing Kempton on the 13th of February, and the Bugsy Boys are also doing Kempton on the 13th.
Yes,
of February.
sir.
So yeah, like I say, come and say
Be a
hello.
good day out.
And, yeah, but it's all good. It's all love.
All
Right.
gravy.
Am I going to press the end broadcast button, or am I going to press the kick myself out button? We shall see.
Let's see what's going to happen. Right, Ben, if he presses the wrong button and we disappear, nice chatting to you. See you soon.
Yeah.
I'm going to end the broadcast. See you later. Bye.